Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. I had an attorney reach out to me in June for a local SEO review for their Google business profile. Initially, for one of their target keywords, Denver bankruptcy lawyer, they had a 1% share of local voice. Today, they're at 19%. So when they reached out to me in June, I ran the scans. I sent over a list of recommendations for them to take. Then they came back to me in December and they asked for another review and kind of check in to see where they were. I sent over new steps for them to take. And then I ran the scans again for them in January, and their rankings are now at 19% for their target keyword. And there's other keywords that have all improved. So this video is just to kind of go over Google Business Hourly SEO review, and then their keyword growth, and then kind of what I did. So again, to reiterate, they reached out in June for me to review their Google Business profile, and I sent steps over for them to implement. One of their target keywords, Denver bankruptcy lawyer, had a 1.23% share of local voice in June. Then they hired me again, as I mentioned, in December to review their Google Business profile and their website. Their share of local voice improved to 6% in December. I sent over a new list of recommendations for them to take. They implemented them. Now they're at 19% for that target keyword. And there's other terms that have all improved as well in share of local voice ranking. So, what is SoLV before we even get into the numbers? If you are on your phone, you're on Google, you search for anything like plumbers or attorney near me or anything else like that, Google's going to display 3 organic map pack listings. That's where you want to be. You want to be on Google search. You want to be in the top 3. This will get to the most impressions, website clicks, phone calls, schedules, etc. This is where the lion's share of opportunity is. So for this keyword again, Denver bankruptcy lawyer. Every time I run a scan within Local Falcon, I have the cached memory of the initial scan. So back in June, they had as I said, a 1.23% share. Then they made some changes. They reached out to me in December. I ran the scan. They went to a 6%. I got more aggressive with my recommendations of what they needed to do next. Now they're at a 19% if you round up from 18.52. I can see how that is changing. There's other keywords that have also improved. So when people reach out to me, it's more than just one term. Another term, debt consolidation turning near me, same thing. We grew, as you can see, we're well below 5%. Now we're at 12.35%. Here's another keyword as well, bankruptcy lawyers. This is the same thing that stayed kind of consistent and stagnant. Then I ran the scans for them, and I can see that hockey stick effect now they're at 11%. There's still more opportunity for them to grow, but again, we're seeing growth across the board. And finally, we have Denver bankruptcy attorney, same thing again, growing from below 5% now to 22.22%. This is how the heat map looks for the term Denver bankruptcy lawyer. On the left, that's the June scan. They only ranked one dot on page 1. So dots 1, 2, and 3, those dark green, that's that Google search that I shared before. Then in December, when they reached back out to me, I ran an additional scan to see where they were. I could see the map was starting to change, which got really good. What I do next is that I look at the heat map scan for them, but for my other clients too. I run them into Copilot and also ChatGPT. I also do some manual analysis as well, but I'm looking for dots that I can flip. So I get more aggressive on places that I think they can flip for their target keywords to get more impressions, website clicks, phone calls, bookings, and potentially even leads for their business. So what was done? To start, Local Falcon scans, that's what I do. So I ran the scan for their target keywords to get that baseline. Next, I reviewed the top competitors in the area. So when I review competitors, it's more than simply just who's ranking at the top. I'm looking at the dots. I'm looking at the cities where they're ranking. I'm also looking at any keyword stuffing, any duplicate profiles, any spam. I'm looking at a lot of different areas from a competitor standpoint, also secondary categories too. The first pass back in June, I sent over Google business profile changes, including categories, reviews, services, products, descriptions, and even more. Next, I reviewed the competition and I flagged any spam to my client. So again, spam, things like keyword stuffing your name, potentially having misleading information that's on your profile. You have to suggest edits within Google Business Profile if a competitor is getting an unfair advantage over your business. Google might not take the suggestion, but again, you have to stay on top of it. If you can reduce maybe 30% or so of that, that can help your business grow. Next, I sent over actionable steps for them to take. So this is both the first pass in June and also in December. Changes to the website, things like H1 tags, title tags, meta name descriptions. I ran the content through ChatGPT, Copilot, and also ClearScope. Sent over semantic words from the ad, internal links, alt tags, and even much more to make the homepage and also their secondary pages as well connect very closely to their Google business profile. A lot of people will reach out to me and say, how important is the website? It is actually pretty important when it comes to your Google business profile rankings. And then I also told my client to embed their Google Business Profile Map on their website. That's one of my recommendations I give to everyone. They did that. And I see that connection now with their Google Business Profile. I'll go back up here. This is what really matters most. More dots are flipping in the area that they service. So I can see there's more opportunity for them to get more impressions, more leads, more customers for them, instead of over relying on paid search or other traditional ways to get customers searching for Denver bankruptcy attorney or lawyer or anything else like that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and as always, have a good rest of your day.